Okay, we're back for part 2 here. So while my battery was charging, I had 2 batteries. One of them got lost. I went ahead and just put this Johnson paste wax. Any wood wax will do. I just hand polished everything on here. Really soaked it in on all the wood. I didn't even wipe it off yet. So this just, it still has the wax on it. I don't know if you can see that it's kind of dingy. Put some more wax on it to make it wet looking or smooth, and then that'll dry. And I can buff this off now or later. If I want to buff it off now, I can wait till I put it together. The inside, I'm not too concerned about getting off. It puts a wax coating. It's almost like a protectant for water beads. So do I have to wipe it off? Not really. Will I give it a little bit of wipe down? I will, but not a lot. I'm not worried about getting every bit of wax that I put in here off. Once I put it together, I will give the outside a good buffing, but for now, I don't. So not only did I wax all the wood down, I waxed down all these pieces, all my metal pieces. I just put some wax, got some wax on there, and I rubbed it. This had some real carbon buildup that I couldn't get off over and over again, and so I tried a couple things. It looked like this. See that black carbon buildup? I had a lot more on that other one. What I ended up doing is getting a screwdriver that's not, I'm not digging into the metal, but I'm just kind of breaking up the top part of this carbon. Again, I'm not trying to scratch the metal here. Just kind of scoring it a little bit. And then I'll take a wire brush and see if that will get that. Once I've scored it. If it doesn't, I'll score it again with that little. Now you can use a dental tool or whatever. See, so I got most of it off. I'm going to go ahead and in the light here without trying to keep it on camera. So it took a while. It's probably better. So now I scored it again. There's still a little black stuff on there. I'm going to use this wire brush. Almost got it off. I'll put a little dab of oil there. See if that helps break down any of that. So they got rid of that carbon on there. If I want to smooth it up better, take a little 4/0 steel wool and just kind of give that a polishing, and it'll almost remove any of those scratches from the wire brush, and it should make it look a little better. And so that's done. So I'm going to stick some of that paste wax. I'm just going to put it right over that. Again, I'm not worried about, it's not like I'm shooting this gun. This is kind of what I do. If I know the gun's going to be sitting around in my safe for years and I'm not really shooting a lot, I just gave everything a good coat of that Johnson paste wax and pretty much left it on there, and then I'll polish it off. Inside the tubes, inside all my grooves, around this little groove here, I went ahead and took a wire brush and cleaned off the grooves. You want to do that periodically, especially on older guns. It removes all the dirt and gunk and stuff. And then I got a little toothbrush and I just rubbed that paste wax into those grooves. In any areas on my gun that were kind of like tight and crevices, I just got this little toothbrush in here and kind of rubbed it in there. So this whole gun, and I look at wood wax has like a thin cosmoline. It's not gooey, it doesn't turn black, but it still puts that coating of oxygen protection which protects from rust. So I don't know if I should put this back together online or not. I've got plenty of videos on it. There's going to be a little bit of where did that go, what did I do, I forgot where that goes, how does that go. So there might be some trial and error on here. My battery's a little low. I've got a video on putting this thing back together. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this, put this back together, and then I'll wipe it down and show you what it polished looks like at the end there. Well, that didn't take as long as I thought. I just took a couple these little pieces right here, got to fit just right. Got the gas tube, got everything back together. Didn't do a complete function check, but this goes back, and as long as it's locked to the rear, and I have to press down on that to release it, probably doing okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put this stock back on. If you remember, it pops out and pulls out this way, so it has to go in at an angle because this little lip right here has to fit right in there. So once I put that down, that kind of went in pretty easy. I should be able to pop this sucker right back in there. Should drop in when I lock this down. It should lock it. Now I can do my function check. Got good. Locks to the rear on the last one. Goes forward. Should pull the trigger. First I'll put it on safe. Trigger doesn't work, take it off safe. Trigger should fire. If it fires, you want to hold the trigger back. I'm going to relock it. And now I should hear a click when I let this thing go to trigger reset. Heard that click, and now I should fire. That's my function check. So the only thing that I forgot is this piece, which has to go here, which I really didn't forget. I just put it in now. And then this end cap, which I waxed, and I waxed all this, goes on like so. The steel screw that goes into this little piece here, remember, goes in front, and the wood screw goes into the back for the stock. Again, I always reverse my screws till I hear a click. There it is, I heard that click. You can feel it also to make sure it's threaded appropriately. Trying to keep this in camera, looking at the camera, looking at the screw head. People think this shit's easy. Okay, so that's screwed in there. This shouldn't come out now, which it doesn't. Put in my wood screw. Don't necessarily reverse the wood screw. You can. I don't know if it does anything. Wood screw tends to just fall back into the little part it's supposed to. Don't want to over tighten and strip that wood out on the wood screw. This should be opening easier now. There you go, much better. Now it's all waxed and polished, and now is when I'll take my claw and give it a good polishing, because all that wax is still on it. And you can tell when you're waxing your car how it's stiff and hard to get the wax off. And then after you get the top part off, the rag flows smoothly, almost like it falls. And that's what I'm looking for. Just that nice, no restriction on this wood. Even on my metal. I mean, I don't have to wipe this off. I'm not trying to get it shiny. I can because the wax is bonded and I've got a good wax coat on all this already. Every time I pull this gun out, I forget how pretty the engineering, how nice the wood turned out. I wish I took a picture of this wood when I first got it, but I always forget to do that when I start. I go, oh man, I gotta fix this. This looks like shit. And then I forget to take a picture so I can show a before and after. Microfiber cloth works the best for removing wax. Just gets in that wood grain, gives it a good polishing action. Since I'm done with the wax and oil, I'm going to take my gloves off so I can feel this nice smooth wood. Oh man. Look at that. Nice. Wax cleaned, rust protected. M1 Garand. Pretty thinking spiffy. I like it. Again, when I got this wood, this wrap, it was really bad. I sanded a little bit. I don't like using steel wool. You can use steel wool on wood. I don't normally do that. I'd rather use like 1,000 grit sandpaper. It's very small. Takes a long time. And then I just put a couple coats of this on. You put it on, let it dry for 24 hours, and then put another coat on. And I love the way tung oil makes wood look. Tung oil dries hard. I'm not doing a commercial. I don't get anything. Don't order it, whatever. But it dries hard, and it's also food grade. So if you put on your cutting boards or anything that you're going to eat off of, once it dries and cures for 12 hours, it's food grade. And comes from a tree. Very, very nice. And then the wax, of course, just made this gun look nice. Hopefully that's coming out in the light here. I got a little bitty screen that I can barely see. Alright, M1 Garand. Now you get to see me. It's a little nippy in here today. You hear the heater kicking on. Nice, beautiful gun. I love this gun. I think I picked it up for $9.90, maybe $1,000. I can't remember. Maybe $8. Oh, I'm getting a dead battery. All right, we'll end that there.